It might be okay. I don't know where I'ma be tomorrow. Might be counting dough. I'll bet with your. Okay, your nose keep running in the money.
With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
First down comes inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with
it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Fighting through. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Finding time. He'll rifle. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills draw a bit closer.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more...
on this first half of action.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridland. They'll look to the end zone here, and a quick 2-minute drive leads to the score. They go up by 1. Dolphins line up at the 3, and he'll be tackled at the 1-yard line. Dolphins take it at the 1. They'll go to the ground and pound here, and this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown, which takes the lead to 13. 3rd down at the 36. Here the pass goes to the sideline, and he goes in for the score. This cuts the deficit to 6. That'll do it for us here at
Part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play here for the Bills. 45 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first.
He and his coordinator are in lockstep.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
And on the ground they go with the running back. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's a defense call.
What position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is... Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. A big play here for Buffalo. 46 yards. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
First half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they?
Now a handoff here to his running back. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game.
On wildcard weekend, and as usual, seeding should wind up playing a major role in determining who goes on to the Super Bowl. It's the Bills going it over to Brandon Gott and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
All right, Larry, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gott.
All the way, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He's got his man on the comebacker. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over. After a great run the previous play, keep attacking. Sometimes a draw play develops slowly, and that allows the defense to react.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance.
Against the Bills. So for the call of this Week 17 matchup, let's send it out to...
They'll come out throwing here on first down. They complete it to Hill. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Your defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. You slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to...
way home for a Bills touchdown. Their big tight end, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me,
action. This fielded at the 2. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Only option for these two teams, it's the Bills going up against the Bengals. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team, Charles Davis.
Larry, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Right through him.
Boom, bam, biff.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
A good explosive run there sets him up with a new set of downs, and every team wants to start their game with a really nice drive. 3 and out, no one wants to see that, and they were able to avoid it after that run.
He'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver there to make the grab. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found Really strong, effective run there out of a power set or a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game, and that's tough for a defensive coordinator. They want to spot that lineup coming into the game early so they can get the proper defensive personnel on the field. That's why the coordinator's relying on some of the assistants to tell him what offensive personnel is hitting the field so he can adjust accordingly. They weren't able to stop him on that run. That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him.
Possession. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound...
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense...
They'll throw now on the final play. Surveying the field. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Out on this first half of action.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Reels on offense. First quarter winding down. Quick pass is complete. And finally on play 13, they score. The Bills up now by 7. Now to late in the first half. Here a throw deep down the field is caught. And he's got to go 59 yards for the score. They go ahead by 3. On the clock, Hills the target on the quick pass. And that connection will lead to a gain of 14 yards. So that's all for us here.
Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher. Now, first guy hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. David Irving in there to get him. And that's sack number 18 for him on the year. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Getting set to go again as we look.
What we saw in the first half, but let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went into halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
We've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes.
You get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. But the rules, they stay the same as they did in the regular season.
That's exactly right. Whoever scores first, unless it's a touchdown, the other team has a chance to match. That's how it really gets played out. But remember this, no matter how far we go in overtime, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice.
Receivers are breaking right into their line of vision and
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Gardner, do you ever wonder, maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, that good yardage, solid yardage, they feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important.
And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door.
Y'all never played fair, so tell me why now should we care? Queen B told y'all long time ago.